Welcome back to my so-called art life. I am your host, Maureen O'Keefe, and today I'm preparing for delivery to a couple different shows. So I have Thursday, which is today's Tuesday. Thursday, I'll be delivering to the Springboro Performing Arts Center for my show called Beauties and Beasts, figurative work of Shauna Hatt and Maureen O'Keefe. So that will feature a bunch of work that both of us either did on residency at the Chateau Orchavaux in France or as a result of things we were thinking about while we were there. And then these big works, this one I'm trying to get framed, the rest are framed already. These ones are going to the Fitton Center in Hamilton, Ohio for a show called Being Good, and that's a solo exhibition of my larger scale works. So my husband makes all my frames for me, which, thank you, Dylan, because my work would not look finished or professional without that. I know a lot of artists don't frame just because it's super expensive and it's a lot of work to frame, but I luckily have him. So he builds these frames for me, but we've discovered that our measuring tapes are slightly different. So we keep having this problem where one side of a frame would be too long, and this one in particular, the bottom edge of the painting is actually like too short, and so it's kind of coming out the bottom of the front of the frame. But I use quarter round to hold the panel into the frame in the back, and I already nailed 3 edges in, and I need to get that off, but my hammer sucks and will not pull the nails out, so I'm trying to fix this situation. In the meantime, I also built these little padded foam insulation frames. These will go between the faces of 2 of the large frames. They'll go face to face, and then be shrink wrapped to go in the U-Haul to get down to Cincinnati. So I'm kind of trying to handle all of that prep work today. And I kind of wanted everybody to get a wide angle view of my studio. You see my big crate back there, which can haul up to, I think, 10 of the 4x4 paintings. Dylan built that for me, it fits in the bed of his truck. For this one though, I have 11 large paintings and 3 smaller paintings, so I'm renting a U-Haul. I have paintings that just came down from the bodies at the Betty show over there, still wrapped up or partially wrapped. I have my easel over here, so I'll kind of show everybody. We have the easel area, windows. I've got my closet, and then I've got this camera situation that is a hot mess, and it's just there because it was in the way of everything else, and I don't want to have to take it down because that's annoying. So I just move it around the studio. I'm kind of a messy worker, so you can see like here is work that's getting ready to go to Springboro on the table there, as well as work on the wall that's going to go to Springboro. And that's the other thing. I have to finish the mounting system for those here in the next 2 days. So I've my work cut out for me. This is kind of my little experimental wall. I've got these weird gold background paintings that have gold tests. You can kind of see Krylon, 18 karat, Rust-Oleum, different spray paints, and how they might react with my clear gesso, which I hated, so I didn't end up using that. Then here I have my timesheet. I have started taking, making a timesheet and keeping track of what I'm doing in the studio so that I have this great idea for a statement on capitalism and art. So we'll hear more about that as we go. All right, so that's the studio. And I'm going to put the camera back. and start trying to work on this crazy frame. Okay, I've got my trusty pliers, and I have to pull out the nails with the pliers because my hammer sucks. I don't know how this is going to work, but so much of everything that I do is like, I don't quite have the right tools or the right, I don't know, I have to make do with what I've got a lot of times, which drives me crazy. I don't think it's going to happen. All right, I gave up on redoing that frame. I'm gonna get some better tools, maybe pick out, like get a better hammer where I can pull out these nails that I drove in so that I can fix it properly. So I gave up on that for a minute, but I did put together the first packed set of paintings with my little handmade foam insulation. And I would like to thank John Souza and Darren Haper, who gave me the idea for it. I did not end up getting the full sheet that they suggested to go in between the panels, but the little foam frame seems to be working. So I'll show that to you. Here is the the packed double set of paintings. So I have, you can see my frame here, 2-inch frame, then like a 3/4 inch sheet of foam insulation made into little frames. And then it's shrink wrapped. And then I built these little corner protectors out of cardboard boxes that I cut up. And that should hold up pretty well. I rented some furniture sheeting or whatever with my U-Haul. So it'll get wrapped in that also before delivery. But that is what the packing looks like. I think it'll be great. It'll hold up nicely. And the plastic sheeting that I'm using is this nice big roll of stuff that I got at Menards. I don't know, Dylan said it would last me forever, but I have a feeling it is not gonna last me forever. But that's all right. So the Art Life blog for my so-called Art Life blog for today is just the prep for the shows and showing you a little bit of this system of packing that I got from other artists and my struggles with framing when you and your husband don't have the same tape measure. Get the right tools, guys. All right, bye.